Hello, Michael Tellinger here with another frequently asked questions video. In this video we deal with the question, who's going to shovel the crap? Who is going to shovel the crap? Now once again, you realize this question comes from a position of a capitalist society, because in capitalism, shoveling the crap, and that's really just an expression for doing the dirty work, right? So when I say shoveling the crap, expand that question to, yes, it might be cleaning the toilets and doing the dirty work, but it also means doing all the other cleaning, maintenance, etc. Shoveling the crap, all the low menial work that in a capitalist system, the rich people normally push down to the poor people, the often illegal aliens, illegal immigrants, or whatever it is, and a certain class of person, depends on what country you live in. And these people are the low-income people, the slaves to the community. And that's unfortunate, because it seems that most countries of the world have these class structures where the low-income people are used for the menial, the dirty jobs, whether it's cleaning the streets, cleaning the toilets, doing the janitorial work and so forth. And that is often looked upon, not often, most of the time looked upon as lower kind of work that is not worthy of the upper class society. Well, so that question, who's going to shovel the crap, definitely comes from a position like, okay, well, what I now live in a society where I've built myself up. I've just found a new job. I've got a great little new house that I bought myself. I'm doing well. I'm stepping up in society, in the ranks of society. And I certainly don't want to go back down and do the dirty work that I was doing 2 or 3 years ago. So that's where that question comes from. And people that earn big money, CEOs of corporations and CEOs of companies, obviously those guys they don't want to go and sweep the streets and pick up rubbish and go and work in the park to, clean up rubbish in the park or whatever, or go clean the public toilets or whatever. So the people that are senior management in large corporations will certainly frown at the concept. I'm not saying all of them, but many of them probably will. To say, look, I'm not going to get my hands dirty to do that. We can let the poor people do that, the low class people, the slave caste of every society, of every community. That's not going to happen in our society, because the whole thing of contributionism is exactly that. Everybody contributes 3 hours a week. In fact, it is this 3 hours a week that is the great equalizer. It's the 3 hours a week that levels the playing field. That those who feel privileged or assume themselves privileged because they've got money, they're wealthy, they live in a big fancy house, or whatever it is, for whatever reason, people might feel more superior to others, or feel that they earn more money and therefore their time is more valuable, and all that kind of crap that we face in a capitalist system where dog eat dog, competition destroys everyone, and then you got one king of the castle until somebody else knocks that guy off the perch, and then he loses or she loses everything, and then we got a new king for a while until they get knocked off the top. We'll note that the large multinational corporations stay in place for virtually forever, because the large multinational corporations that are incredibly powerful, we're talking about the tech companies, the giant pharmaceutical companies, the telecommunications, the media, and so forth. Those large corporations, whether it's mining and engineering as well, those corporations are entrenched with the global elite. So we're not talking about those kind of businesses and those kind of people. I'm digressing a bit, but we're talking about the people that work for companies that you might live in a small town. Because generally you find that the guys that run these large multinational companies don't live in small towns. So the people that live in our small towns will all be asked to contribute 3 hours a week. 3 hours a week. That's a great leveler. So those who don't want to do that don't have to do that. Remember, this is voluntary. Nobody is forced to join the One Small Town initiative. But if they don't, then they'll carry on paying, and they'll carry on paying for everything, for all the food, electricity, services that all the other people are starting to get for free as we increase their abundance, as we increase our profits, increase the capacity to grow, to build, to create, to manufacture. while the rich people, the ones that often be called the fence sitters, that sit on the fence and say, well, I'm not going to participate, the poor people can do all that, we'll just carry on living our lovely luxury life in our fancy house. And that will happen. But what is also going to happen is that these people that sit on the fence are probably not going to sit there for too long when they start seeing their friends and everyone else getting all this amazing stuff that they have to pay for. And we start seeing a slow move towards participating, because it's also fun. You're going to learn new skills, meet new people, have fun, do something different that you probably never have a chance to do in your life. But one of those 3 hours a week might be cleaning the toilets, or cleaning the streets, or collecting the rubbish, the weekly rubbish collection, or separating the glass from the paper, from the metal, the recycling project that we have. We don't know where we're going to need the people. This is, again, the Council of Elders in our town will make the decisions. We will decide, the Council of Elders will decide how we're going to allocate this. But now, keep in mind that if there are 10,000 people, let's just assume there are 10,000 people in our town that are all participating in their 3 hours a week. That means we're going to have a lot of businesses, a lot of agriculture, a lot of entertainment, a lot of all kinds of stuff that we can't imagine, because we have to create those businesses to put everybody to work. So the more people participate, the more potential for abundance we get, and the more wide the distribution of activities for your 3 hours a week is going to be. So even if you're going to have to clean the toilets or clean the streets every so often, it's only going to probably be once a year or once every 6 months, because there are too many people and everyone has to get a chance to do that. So doing the dirty jobs in our town is really going to be on a cyclical thing. So we allocate everybody to do the dirty work that we look at, and yeah, it's not pleasant to clean toilets, of course it's not. I know, I've done it many times. So we're going to allocate everybody to do that. And if somebody has a problem with that and they pull out, then they lose their benefits. Then they don't get what the benefits are. And once again, the Council of Elders will decide what the laws are, what the rules are regarding people not performing certain tasks. I can't decide on behalf of that town, that community, what laws and new guidelines they're going to put in place. It's going to be up to each and every individual community and the Council of Elders that they elect to manage and implement the new structure on behalf of the people. So who's going to shovel the crap? Everyone is going to shovel the crap. Everyone is going to do the dirty work. But the good thing is that you're not going to have to do it every day. You're not going to have to leave your job or start a new job where you shovel the crap every day. The good thing is that you're going to be doing all kinds of interesting things, and every now and then be part of doing the dirty work as well. It is the great leveling the playing field initiative, the 3 hours a week. It's also a great humbling of people to realize that we're all in this together. And together, if we work together, we can make this town the place of abundance and prosperity that we all want it to be. I hope that answers that question. I'd like to add as well that keep in mind that there'll be new technology that we will have in our town that other towns do not have, new technology of other corporations that do not have. We'll have new processing plants for sewage, for example, or processing the waste that comes out of the houses and the homes and the businesses. So the technology itself is going to help us shoveling the crap. So that is an additional thing to put in your thinking cap, and realize how the fact that we open our doors to inventors, etc., new businesses, new technology, that's going to help us in every area of activity that we're involved in, including shoveling the crap. And it's quite interesting. In many of the lectures that I've done around the world, even if we had to look at shoveling the crap in the narrow perspective that many people do look at that question, because to start off with, it sounds like a dirty job for people that are, the lowly paid people. Many times that I've asked this question around the world, so are there any people here that are prepared to shovel the crap? There's always 1 or 2 or 3 or more people that put up their hands. And that just shows me the hearts and minds of people around the world. Doesn't matter what country you go to, there are always people prepared to do the dirty work, do the shoveling the crap, all those kind of jobs that the snotty and snobbish people don't want to do. So I hope that answers the question for you. And until next time, Michael Tellinger, bye for now.